a lonely goat.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh.
Being down and sad and super mysterious.
Oh. Well,
You know how it is.
sorry that you're sad.
No, not really, so I'm just taking a miss. How's things?
Things are good.
Aye, great. Great.
Just trying to make some money.
Alright.
You
How are you doing that?
know. Volunteering at the different ranches that need it.
Oh. Right. You've been down to Emerald?
I have been down to Emerald. I think I need to avoid Emerald from now on, though.
Oh, why is that?
Because I seem to be having bad luck every single time I go over there. Someone attempts to rob me.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
Yep. So maybe I'll try my hand at volunteering at other ranches that may need some help.
I mean, you know what? You could go to McLean's. McLean's is a bit out the way.
McLean's or McFarland?
No, McLean's.
Well, see, that's the thing. That was one of the places that I almost got robbed at.
Well, to be honest, now it's sounding like you're the problem.
I'm the problem.
Where's McFarland's? McFarland's is down like Westis, right? Like down towards the
Yeah,
Armadillo and all those places.
the West. Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe. I mean, to be honest, it feels like it gets more lawless out that way. So
Yeah, true. That's the reason why I was thinking, Emerald Ranch is a nice central location. There's always a lot of people there, but yeah, I just seem to be getting unlucky.
yeah, do some unluck. I mean, I've never had a problem.
Yeah,
But you know, to be honest, a lot of people say, "Oh, Mickey, you're not the guy you usually would approach to rob." And I say, "What do you mean? I've got such a friendly disposition." You know what I mean? You just said, you're a bit of a beefcake, whatever that is.
yeah. And I'm very flashy, so I stand out, so
Yeah, you know what you need to do? You need
dress
to be
down.
yourself. Well, there is that. There is that. You should grow out a massive beard like me, and then
Oh,
it just won't come at all.
maybe I can, maybe the clothing shop's got some sort of beard or something, costume.
Oh, hey, you could be. I mean, you won't. You'd be a petite woman. You know what I mean? But you'd have a fucking massive beard, and that would throw everyone off. You know what I mean? They don't know
Yeah.
what to expect then.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should,
Yeah. Act a bit wacky. You know, when they get a bit close, just start speaking to yourself in fucking tongues as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
that may
fucking,
work.
just go for it. You're gonna think, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
Listen, it's
that's a good idea.
all that is sound advice. Grow out a beard and start speaking in tongues.
It's, you know
Listen.
what? I will try anything to keep from getting robbed.
Have you not thought like, oh, I'll find a little couple of a couple of friends? To be honest, I hear this quite a lot, and I'm sure there's a few of you that want to band together and fucking not get robbed. Do you know what I mean? If like, or 4 of you, 5 of you travel around.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I've seen people actually group up and do that. I do have business partners who are also trying to, get some money. So it just so happens that they're, off sleeping or busy doing something while I'm trying to go get money. So we never seem to.
That is unfortunate. Hire yourself a bodyguard. That's what you need.
I had someone else say that. I think he was interested in being my bodyguard. He just didn't ask the right questions. He just like, you know what you need? You need a bodyguard. That's all he said. He didn't really say, I can be your bodyguard.
Well, if two people say the same thing to you, you know what I mean? There's a pattern there.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, if you, I'm going to travel down. If you want to come down with me, it's not a problem. Because I guarantee you, I've not been robbed once, but I guarantee once we go down there, we're both going to get fucking robbed. I 100% would call it now. But at least if they're robbing me, you know what I mean, you might be able to fucking slip out the back door.
Where are you traveling to? Are you actually going to go volunteer at the farm, or?
I'll just go do a bit of work down there, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I just boggled by is Emerald, because I did one time do some chores and stuff at Emerald, which the farmers there are mean, so I don't want to do that anymore. And then I decided to volunteer at Hill Haven. I almost got robbed there. And then I started to volunteer at McLean's. I almost got robbed there.
I mean, listen, wherever you're gonna go, there's gonna be somebody who's itching to take something from you.
Yes, that is true. That is true. I
But
mean,
at least you can trust me. I mean, now it sounds like you can't trust me, but you definitely can. You know what I mean? My sister's a fucking sheriff. You know what I mean?
okay. I mean, I saw you. Weren't you working behind the telegram office?
Oh yeah, that's me. That's my pastime. That's my pastime. That's my little sneaky job.
Your sneaky job.
Hey, you would not believe. Sorry, what is your name?
My name is Dusty.
Dusty, right, Michael.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You would
again,
not
Michael.
believe. You would not believe the fucking big mouths people have coming to the telegram office. They will fucking speak about anything. As soon as their letter opens, right? They're like, "Oh God," and I'm like, "Oh, what's going on? What seems to be going on?" "Oh, I've got a bad telegram. So and so's done this. So and so's here. So and so's gone there." Hey, fucking hola. It's fucking. Some of them are shite criminals. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Absolute shite bags. And what do? I just trot along to old sis and say, "Listen, these are things I've heard today." I mean,
It's a really good. Yeah, that's definitely a sneaky job then. You
I don't
hear
mean
all
it to be
sorts of
sneaky.
things.
I just wanted to do something nice to people. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
fucking, yeah, it's a little bit more than just walking in and checking your telegram. It's a little bit of a thing going on, but fuck me.
Yeah. I had one of the groups who
Alright.
were attempting to rob me straight up ask me if I was a criminal
Just
first
gonna go
before
ahead
they
and
did.
solve this so it's nobody's problem. Sorry about that.
You do look like a criminal, to be fair.
I do. How do I look like a criminal?
Dusty, you just give off the vibe. You know what I mean?
I see. It was just a very strange question to ask someone.
That's also given that the obviously criminals are the most honest people amongst us as well. They'll always tell you the truth.
Yeah, I suppose. I did fire back. It's like, if I asked you if you were a criminal, would you say yes? And they did say yes, so.
Yes. I mean, no.
I imagine you wouldn't be if you're
You see. Now you don't know. No, I'm not criminal.
you're not a criminal. Okay.
It's, to be honest, it seems like too much hard work. Seems like too much hard work.
Yeah, I can imagine so. All the being chased by law, and it's a lot of.
Yeah. Imagine getting chased by your own sister. That'd be a fucking lot of stress. That would be.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Stop! You gotta go to the fucking sister car. No, I'll never do it. We've got dinner plans at 8. Are you still coming round for tea? Yeah, of course I am. But obviously, while you're wearing the badge, I can't do anything right now. I mean, it's got weird family dynamic.
Yeah, that would be very, very strange. Well,
Hello, horse.
the horse taking a walk, I
Stroll.
guess. Yeah.
Listen, we're very, very inclusive here in Strawberry. Do you know what I mean? We believe anybody can thrive here.
Yeah, I mean, I like the place here. It's nice and cozy and inclusive, apparently. Um, with all the craziness and Blackwater and everything else, I do like coming over here and laying my head down after that.
Listen, Strawberry is an underrated place to be. I'm telling you. You know, we haven't got a bar, right? I'll give you that. No bar.
Which I'm planning on fixing soon.
There we go. Yeah. But we've got charm, right? And not a lot of stuff happens here. Stuff does happen here.
Mhm.
If you're looking for a quieter side of life with a few more sophisticated folk, hey, this is the place to be.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not really, it's a short ride over to Blackwater if you do need a bank or something that, you know, this
Yep.
town doesn't have to offer.
Absolutely.
But you know what? I'm glad that it's underrated so that it doesn't get so crowded here. I mean,
That's it. Rarity is scarcity, or whatever it is. Scarcity is rarity.
I mean, there was moments that I rode in here and you have all the rangers and all the deputies and stuff kind of making things crowded, but that's fine.
Yeah, but you are exactly right in the matter, but it's crowded of like lawmen. Do you know what I mean? So like nothing's nothing's gonna really happen.
Yeah, that's true.
I was trotting around here with like $500 in my pocket the other day.
Oh, wow.
Sister nearly pulled my ear off, to be fair. You've blackmailed. Just fucking relax, man, right? Nothing's gonna happen here in Strawberry. And then I did find out that something did later on happen, but you know. I'd already visited the bank by that point.
Yeah, I made the mistake of carrying, of course, you know, it was late night. I was just doing some work and I didn't feel like going to the bank in between, so did a few chores, and I was just as I was riding out of the farm to go to the bank and lay my head down, that's when I got surrounded. I was like, oh great, I have all this money on me now.
Yeah, that does seem to be. Listen, Dusty, I'm not saying that it is your fault, but it's again, it's another situation where it's on you.
Yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn, but I've learned my lesson.
You all have a nice day.
Yeah, have a good
You
one,
as
Martin.
well.
Jesus, what happened? What's free to be done?
A lot.
A lot. Yeah, it seems like a lot.
Yeah, I got attacked by a cougar on the way home from Blackwater the other day.
Oh god.
That was excellent.
All right.
Yeah, I bet.
Honestly, really enjoyed it. You know what I mean, really enjoyed it. Never encountered a cougar before because I'm from Scotland. We don't have those there. You know what I mean? And then I was riding back, and there's this fucking weird, horrible noise. You know what I mean? Some like exactly like that.
Oh god.
It's like it's in the fucking room with us, right? Fucking horse bolts off all 300 pound of muscle of me. Do you know what I mean? Just a staggering man. Falls to the ground, shakes the world around, right? This thing fucking hops on me and just, I don't know, it just goes dark, you know what I mean? And I'm getting fucking, I wake up, I'm getting ferried round by Annalise, who's a ranger, you know what I mean? So I've just been in her debt ever since. She's like, oh, you were attacked by a cougar. I was like, oh, was I in the cat's house? She said, no, just fucking like on the road. I was like, oh, excellent.
There's things going on.
Well, at least the cat didn't drag you back to the den.
But
I mean, it took some going.
All right.
You know what I mean? And if it had got me there, it deserved it. That's what I say.
Well, so did you say you were going to travel down that way, or?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, we can travel down there.
Okay. I gotta go get my horse from the stable.
Also grab my horse. Actually, you know what? I'll come with you.
You enjoying your walk there, buddy?
Hey, she's talking to you. You get hey. To be honest, if you reared up and kicked me now, I'd completely understand.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of those rangers. That's where he's going.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those ranger horses on patrol. On patrol.
Just making sure the town's good.
It's getting so sophisticated. Oh no, yeah, come with us.
Almost seemed like the other one was going to come with, too.
It's felt a bit like Jesus there, like I was leading the horses to better pastures.
Do you happen to know of any farriers? I was trying to get a hold of Conrad, but apparently he's sick, and I'm trying to get my horse taken care of.
A farrier? What's that? Like a person who looks after horses?
Yeah, you look after horses, take care of the hooves and shoes.
Oh god, I don't even know what it is. Let alone know one.
Yeah, I wasn't in. I'm not the best horse person, so I didn't even realize I should have been taking care of that. And then, yeah,
Oh,
I
well,
quite
we're gonna
literally.
get him great.
Oh, okay, Guinness.
Well, look. The houses
Come on.
are hanging out.
Yep, seems like it.
What's your horse called?
This one's Guinness.
Great name. Great drink.
Mm-hmm.
This is fish.
Fish?
Aye.
Why that name?
To be honest, I was a fisherman back in Scotland. So, just seemed appropriate to call a horse fish.
It makes sense. Same thing with me and alcohol.
Yes. God, what a drink.
Yeah, yeah. Got someone excited by the name, and you know, because I first talked about my business plans to import alcohol and everything, and then they asked my horse's name, and I said Guinness, and then they got all excited. It's like, "Are you importing Guinness?" And it's like, "Well, since you're so excited, maybe I should."
Absolutely. Listen, you just want to get people what they don't have. That's exactly what you want.
Exactly.
Okay, need to do anything before we go?
No, that should be good. That is a canter.
Howdy.
Hello?
They're gonna spin back and rob us.
They're spinning around. Did you hear? They said hey to you.
Alright.
We robbed us of a grand.
Did they? Fucking Jesus. Wait, how did that happen?
Hostages.
Oh, well, hope you're safe and all that. Dusty! This is these brats I was telling you about.
Oh.
Oh, that's charming.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Dusty.
Yeah, I'm Dusty.
Howdy. How did you have the unfortunate mishap of meeting this man?
Unfortunate? I wouldn't say unfortunate.
You see that, Graham? People like me. I know that's not what you expected. And to be honest, that's not what I expected either.
I mean, the first time I met him, he was working the telegram station, Strawberry. And
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Why do you say like? Why did you laugh there? That's an important job. think telegrams just sort themselves, Graham.
Don't do that, Mickey. Don't.
I'm an unsung hero of this state. I'll tell you that.
The hero of the state doesn't deserve Mickey.
That's the one they've got, though. Listen, you have been chasing nerdy whales in the fucking snow. Do you know what I mean? I have been saving the people. You wouldn't know where to go if it wasn't for me.
That is true. That is true. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, there you go. All that
Yeah,
organizing and sorting and
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Well,
Well,
we're popping to Emerald, so stay safe on your travels.
have a good
Be
time.
safe. There's been some trouble around Emerald this evening.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Oh, for God's
wonderful.
sake. Excellent. Excellent.
It'll probably be fine.
Yeah,
Just be
probably.
careful.
Probably.
Well, I'll call out, and do you know what I mean? Hopefully you get it at Strawberry because somebody's not there to sort it out. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Right, fucking
So
see you
funny,
later.
man. You guys have a good time.
See you later.
You did call that out. You said we were gonna get down there and get robbed.
Nah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, right, go right. What the? We've got a very special relationship, my family.
Yeah, it seems like.
It's all love. It's all love. Graham's an undersheriff,
Undersheriff. Okay.
and my brother-in-law. So many family, so many lore. Just really like it.
I met an undersheriff and I cannot remember her name now.
There's a few, is there not?
Yeah, so I can't even. You know what? Oh no, she did introduce herself, but I was a bit scattered because they interrupted me while I was fishing. Wasn't expecting people to ride up on me in the area I was in, so. And at first I didn't see their badges, so I was like, oh great, am I gonna get robbed again? Until I saw their badges.
Yeah, to be honest, when people ride upon me, my initial thought is that I'm preparing for the worst of what's going to happen, you know?
Uh-huh. But they donated some money to my business idea, so that was nice of them.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
And like I said, I'm going to be importing alcohol and making some food and mostly traveling around with it, but I figured when I don't feel like traveling, I can open up a little place in Strawberry to also sell out of a bar or something, because you're right, there's not really a bar in Strawberry.
I mean, it's a good idea. It's an excellent idea. I think you probably need a couple of hands. You know, a couple of people to, if you're traveling around.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should invest in that a little bit.
Yeah, I do have 2 business partners, but I probably should look into getting some more because they're likely going to be busy themselves. As you can see, they're not usually around when I am, so I need some more people.
Yeah, find some people closer to your time. There we are here. Yeah, let's go right here. I mean, to be honest, all great ideas are born out of a necessity for something. Yeah, go right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like an idea has just sparked my brain there. You need security, right?
Yeah.
Can't believe there's not somebody you can just go to and you know, acquire about getting security. You know, imagine if I run a little firm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People come to me and hire out 2 or 3 guys.
That's a good idea, honestly. I feel like a lot of people need security.
Yeah, like a couple of mercenaries or something.
Yeah. I was talking to some transit person, or well, he's training to be transit. He was talking about that they have security, but I'm not entirely sure if that security is just focused on them or.
I'll take this left. I don't know. To be honest, I've not heard of it. I mean, if it's transit, that's the trains, right?
Yeah, that's trains, wagons, ferries.
I'm sure I've heard they've got like a dedicated security.
Yeah, he
Or
was
like
talking
a
about
lawman.
that. But yeah, probably just more focused on if you're using their wagons and traveling services to get from place to place, and then they would probably secure it.
Maybe I'll Bill inquire about that. Actually.
What was that?
Maybe I'll inquire about building like a little firm, like a little security thing, a couple of mercenaries or something.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, I'll go left off this little hill here. There she is. Place where we robbed. Excellent to see it again.
Is luck gonna be on our sides?
Well, here's the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Are you competent?
I would like to say I am, yes.
Right. If it's 2 on 2, I reckon we've got a great shot.
All
Anything
right.
else, right? It's just stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just stuff. We can replace it.
Better they take that than our lives.
It's one of those. Listen, four eyes better than one. One set.
Yeah.
One eye, because you have one eye apparently. Because I'm definitely not missing an eye. You know, but usually there's a few people I know here, so I'm hoping they might also be here.
Hopefully.
Alright. Looking good, feeling good. See what, just
What do we got here?
I just hope it's nothing with chickens.
Oh, you don't like chickens?
Oh no, I love chicken. Oh, it's all McLean's. What have we got? 160.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 higher paying ones are McLean.
We could go to McLean's if you want. It's not even that far away.
Yeah, sure.
Don't want to take that. That looks like a chicken one.
The one that has a chicken on it?
Here. Do you want to do the chicken one? I'll do the other one.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. Bloody chickens.
I actually don't mind the chickens. It's the manure that drives me nuts.
Oh, I like the manure. I could do the manure all day.
Really?
Absolutely. Don't know why it is, because I can just figure it out. It's nice and easy. With the chickens, I don't think I've got like the there's like a certain finesse to it. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
I just don't think I have that level of finesse of kind of like slowly walking to it and slowly walking away. No, I'm
Yeah.
a big lummox.
Yeah, there's a bit of finesse. You're right.
I prefer like shearing sheep.
And shearing sheep isn't bad. The chickens, I don't understand why they decided to build up their chicken coop at Hillhaven right next to the road, because the chickens are so scared of things.
Skittish.
Yeah, that someone rides by, then they immediately start scattering.
Have you ever rode on this road before?
Have you not?
No, to be honest, I've only travelled between like here. I've been to Saint Denis, like Rhodes, and obviously Valentine and Strawberry and Blackwater.
Mm-hmm.
I took a little adventure out with a couple of friends in the searing heat to do a poetry thing the other day.
Yeah, I saw a flyer about that. Rescaler Fork.
Yeah. To be honest, it was okay.
It was
It's
just okay.
Yeah, it's like how do I explain it really? It's like it's not maybe me and my friends were like not the sort to go there. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Like them two are proper wranglers. I'm a bit of a rough and tumble guy myself. We kind of went in, everyone's snapping their fingers instead of clapping. It was all fucking like
That's not exactly the kind of poetry night I would expect at a place like Rescaler.
yeah. I wanted like a brutish. I mean, someone tells a poem about killing somebody, and you go, "Oh God, I wonder if he's actually done that." Or, but it was a lot of like, "She whispered on the wind, and now I love to sing." You know what I mean? Stuff a bit flowery, could I say?
Interesting.
You know, but I'll never deny people. You know what I mean? Some of it was okay. The drinks were okay.
Hey, at least there was drinking, right?
Oh, not the good kind. Fucking
Oh,
apple juice.
wait, just apple juice?
They forgot the alcohol. You had to endure the snapping of fingers without
Oh
alcohol.
no, I would be miserable.
Yeah. It was also the thing. It was absolutely boiling, so we kind of turned up with our tops off. And when we all walked in, I kind of realized that we kind of looked like a little troop. You know what I mean?
Oh goodness. All right, let's get these chickens fed.
Where is the crops?
It's behind the house.
Excellent.
Damn it. Well, I intended a nap. I was just gonna check my telegrams and pop off, but RP happened, so. I got so distracted I forgot to change out my corset. Okay.
Excellent work. No, to be fair, that was an easy $80.
You just needed to tend the crops?
Yeah, just for like 14 of them.
Oh, wow.
Have you done the rolled cigarette one?
The rolled cigarette one?
Hey, it's like you get you got to roll 100 cigarettes, right, and stick them in a crate. Make them into packets of cigarettes, right? Put them in a crate, and you go and deliver them. And there's 2 different sets, and you get 270 for each set.
I have not, but I've heard people say that the tobacco jobs are pretty good. I just not run into any of them. Where do you usually where do they usually post those up?
I like roads because that's the one that's got a tobacco field.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you come down to this Lemoyne place and you start getting all sweaty.
It's all humid over here.
It's not. It's very different to back home. So different. And because it rains as well, like it always rains. You always get a bit of rain, and that just adds to the
Humidity.
humidity. Yeah, thank you. I completely forgot the word there. At least you're here.
Do you prefer the? I mean, both aren't very good, but do you prefer dry heat or this humid heat?
I mean, probably a dry heat because you can. There's the ability to not be wet. Does that make sense? Like it's
Right.
just a heat that you can kind of get off.
Yeah, that makes
Whereas
sense.
when it's humid and it's hot and it's kind of clinging to you, it's horrible. Do you prefer
Especially,
like the heat or like being cold?
especially when it rains here, and it just that on top of being all humid.
Yeah, killer, absolute killer. Are you like a winter girl or are you like a summer girl?
Um, I mean, I'm from Canada, but I do actually prefer the summer.
I think I've always preferred winter.
Yeah.
I feel like when it's cold, you can always get warm. You know what I mean? Kind of. But like when you're hot, you can't always get cold.
Yeah, that you're right. It is easier to, I guess, get warmer than get cooler.
To cool off.
All right, I need to carry hay bales.
Get your muscles out.
Yeah. I hate dealing with hay. It just gets everywhere. It looks like someone stole the shears over there. I'm sure you could probably find another pair in a work shed somewhere.
It's not ideal.
So,
Don't have a look for you.
all right. Someone's over by the water over there. Not entirely sure what they're doing.
Who, what, when, where? Which way?
Some lady over by the water uh, behind the cows. Did you find her?
No, I didn't.
Huh.
Hello, sheep.
What was that?
I was talking to the sheep. So Canada.
Yeah, Canada, Toronto.
How was that?
Oh, it's fine. I can't say that I was in the best positions over there, but I made do. I survived.
Just like anybody, I guess.
I grew up around a tavern. The tavern keepers, what got me into, you know, the joys of alcohol and beer making and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I found I don't know, there's an art to all that I enjoy. So I figured I'd bring it over here.
That's it. All you need to do now is build yourself a big old brewery.
Yeah.
A bar in old Strawberry. Brewery on the back. Oh, I've just seen that woman actually.
Oh, did you?
It's over there. See that? Like between the... It's on the edge of the bank.
Oh, I see. I'm not entirely
No,
sure
I
what
need to get
she's
myself
doing.
one of those binoculars. That's what I need to get.
She seemed to be really studying the water there, the river there, so I'm not entirely sure if she's looking for fish or something.
Maybe she's just fishing.
There we go.
All done?
Yep.
Excellent. 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 Right, well, back to the old horses. You fancy an old drink in Rhodes?
Sure, why not? I'd never say no to a drink.
It's only a proper way to finish off a day.
Yeah.
You see, not a problem in the world. Now, all we need to do is make it to Rhodes unscathed. That'll be our 6 years. Oh,
Yeah,
where the
it's-
fuck to get here from? Is it this way?
Good question.
This way. This way and left, is that? I'm quite good with my old my directions.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
It's the hint of sarcasm there from you.
Uh-huh. I get turned around a lot, I admit.
Well, I'll tell you something, for a guy who's not been here too long, I seem to know my way around surprisingly well.
Well,
Take
that's
this little off left thing here.
good, because at least one of us knows.
Oh, absolutely. Howdy, howdy.
I got away from him and everything.
Little house. Kind of cut across the plains here. To be fair, there's something very nice about the openness of this country in comparison to Strawberry.
Yeah, I do like the openness here. Plains, just especially on horseback and just right across the plains. No, I mean you have to be careful. Some hidden cliff sides, but
Oh yeah, oh I've encountered them. It was the river embankments. You know what I mean? They always,
yeah.
They always catch me out.
I was taking a off trail yesterday, and I was not expecting it to be so windy, and didn't get his feet underneath him in time to turn himself around and tripped down the cliffside that I did not expect to be there.
Jesus. Was it much of a fall?
No, not too much of a fall. Actually, I do believe we're coming up on the place that I fell. Yep, this is it. That is exactly where I fell.
Was it right there?
Yeah.
Got myself a bit turned around there. I could have just gone left from the fucking McLean's. Listen, I didn't say I was taking the quickest route. I was just taking the route that got us there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's scenic.
I was about to say it's the scenic route.
Hold your breath. There we go. I actually like these little houses here behind Rhodes.
Oh yeah, they're I've always liked them too.
It's like in the town, but not in the town.
Still a nice short walk over if you ever need anything, but at least secluded enough away to be left alone.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. It'd be very ironic for us to get robbed in the town
Yeah. Right before the bank.
right before the bank.
Uh,
Jesus, didn't know I had that much on me. Whoops.
Now, question is, has the bank been hit?
No. Who would do such a thing?
I don't know.
Bloody drifters. Okay, we're back. We're back to a decent amount.
That's good. I have a question. Chris, you said you don't travel too much. So I have a friend who's actually looking at collecting cards to make himself a deck, but I'm not entirely sure where good locations are to pick up some cards. You wouldn't happen to know, would you?
Like a deck of cards.
I think he's just wanting to collect the cards that are people left behind, make himself his own deck, you know?
Oh yeah. Not something I've particularly heard about. Not particularly.
Okay.
I mean, I just found this.
Oh, a tarot card?
Oh, that was a McLean's.
Yeah, I found one there too. Was hoping it was a card, but the wrong kind of card. And I'm looking for a deck of cards to, play poker and stuff with.
No, I mean, it sounds very stupid. Do you have to like collect them? You can't just buy a deck of cards from the fucking
Hmm.
the fucking store.
I've never actually looked.
Because I feel like I have seen that, or I might be talking completely out my fucking arse. But we will find out very shortly.
I know he's going on a business trip for a week, so I want to surprise him with.
Oh, you want to get some, and then yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Not
I
seeing.
don't believe so. Is it the? It's not. You know when you feel like you have the information, but you just can't remember the thought.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
It might be at a casino somewhere, or it might be. I feel like there's a guy who sells them. Let me think on it.
All
I'll
right.
try and help you in your adventure to get your friend
Appreciate that.
his playing cards. Right. To drinking.
Yeah, to drinking.
Oh, I can't wait for a warm beer. That's gonna be great. fish. Let's pull this bad boy in reverse.
You gonna go in reverse the entire way through?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh. We're gonna
Careful
go
of the
here.
wagon.
Stand clear. Horse. Reversing. Hello, sir. Hello. God, this is so extra. But I've committed now.
I'm surprised Fish wants to back this entire way.
Oh yeah. Imagine if your horse only did this.
That would be a challenge. To get places fast, for one.
He's
And
fucking
see where you're
he's
going.
broken. Well done, fishy white.
Is there a place to wash up here?
I believe so. Is it upstairs? Bath upstairs.
Alright.
Alright! What happened to your fucking hair there, pal?
I'm gonna wash up.
Absolutely.
Is someone feeling a little lonesome today?
No thank you, lady. Is anyone in the bath? Alright, I'm coming in.
Hey, sweetie.
Yes or still no?
You need someone to sort you out, honey.
Alright.
Alright. Aye, looking good. Looking fresh.
Thank you.
So I've got us only the best.
Oh. What you get?
It only seemed fitting.
Oh.
From thy homeland and stew.
Wonderful. I love whiskey, so.
You know, something told me that you might.
Mm-hmm. Though I accept anything, whatever gets me drunk.
Oh, that's the goal. How long you been in the crossing, Dusty?
That's a difficult thing to answer because I was here for maybe a couple of weeks, but something brought me away, and I've been back for, I think it's been a week now, so.
Okay. Okay. How are you finding it being back? Is it the same as how you left it?
uh, More or less. Um, m- Meeting a whole bunch more people than I was when I first came here. Granted, I was wrapped up in a group of people that I realized I shouldn't be wrapped up in, so. The first
Yeah.
time around.
Sometimes we only learn from the mistakes, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Had
And
to,
look at you now.
yeah.
Little innocent getting robbed.
Yeah, wonderful times.
Yeah, you seem to be really enjoying yourself.
Uh-huh. Hey, I managed to talk myself out of 2 of those robberies, so it's not like I got robbed all 3 times.
You know what? I believe you on that. I believe that.
Yeah.
You got good with words.
Oh, thank you.
Well, here's to not getting fucking robbed, eh?
Yeah, cheers to that.
Why do I have a bottle of milk called Mickey's Bottle of Milk?
I
What the fuck
don't
is going on?
know, but if you don't remember having it, how long you had it, you know?
It might be solid.
I was about to say it might be spoiled at this point.
I think that's from Dunbar. He offers people milk offs.
Milk offs?
Oh yeah, he's a skilled man at the teat. Do you know what I mean? You might catch him down at Emerald if you ever venture there.
Interesting.
You'll know him. He's got a big moustache, and you can only understand every other 10th word that he says. Fellow. That's the kind of way he speaks.
Can't say I've met anyone like that, but I'll have to keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, just say you're Mickey's friend. Do you know what I mean? He'll go, oh, man, you want to be okay? And if he says I owe money, you'll have to pay it. Unfortunately, those are just the rules.
I have to pay him?
Listen, I don't make the rules, Dusty. I only let friends know them. Do you know what I mean? So
Right.
these are just things. You know, I go with you so you don't get robbed. You pay off small debts to friends for me.
So I've learned these rules after.
Listen, sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Life comes at you fast, but you could have your money taken, or you could give it willingly for a good cause.
Right.
Small amount of money as well. Do you know what I mean? Small
And
amounts.
how much is small to you?
Well, you know, amongst friends, I don't know, 200, 250. $300 if you include the other one.
It's slowly getting up there.
Yeah, but it's not like you're gonna. I can't imagine you're gonna encounter all of my debtors at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
And how are you getting into debt so often?
Oh, I'm not in debt.
I'm apparently in debt now.
That'll be your debt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You see, you're already catching on.
Yeah.
You know the game.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
me.
do know the game.
I've got about 1,200 in the bank. But will I let those fuckers see it? Fucking no. That's
Uh-huh.
mine.
I respect the hustle. I am still curious as to how I got your debt. What are all these from?
Just bets. Bets that I make. Bets I could do something that I clearly would never be able to do. You know,
Uh-huh.
go wrangle this horse, You know what I mean? Me, who's been a fisherman most of his life, can I outclass a man who's been working horses his whole life? No, is the answer, Dusty. But would I take that bet because I'm a gambling man? Yes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Listen, if you're not gonna fucking back yourself, who's gonna back you?
Yeah, but I'm always the person to back myself if I know I at least have a decent chance of doing it.
Had a decent chance. Listen, I bet on us not getting robbed because I was around. What happened?
We didn't get robbed.
We didn't get robbed. Exactly. We saw a strange lady across the lake fishing or whatever the fuck she was doing.
Okay, all right.
I'm like a detainer. Listen, you're not gonna have to pay off any of my debts.
I wasn't intending to.
No, I didn't think you were.
I'm sure I could have talked my way out of it anyways.
I was thinking you could have cut a deal. That's always the best thing. If you're ever in debt, just cut another deal and get deeper into debt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best thing to do.
So long as you stay being useful, then, you don't technically have that debt.
Oh yeah. Just keep building.
Exactly.
Master. I love her.
You're not gonna get it all in your beard, are you?
Yeah. That's how do you think I'm gonna get some food on the way home?
Ah, you're saving it for later.
Yeah. You know, I mean, the beard acts as a bit of a windbreak, so it doesn't dry out as much. That was fucking
God.
horrible to say. Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
So you're from Scotland. Did you come here immediately? Did you go traveling?
Truthfully, because we're friends,
Mm-hmm.
I got drunk, was playing blackjack on a steamship, and then with a couple of lads who are also fishermen, you know what I mean, they just invited me out to a night of playing blackjack on a ship. I said absolutely, you know what I mean, I went from Nain to Glasgow, and then, yeah, I got really drunk. No one told me this ship was leaving port. It's called the Queen of Scots. The ship was called the Queen of Scots, and then yeah, it left fucking port while I was asleep in a coal pile, you know. And then when I woke up, it was like already a day out, like 12 hours out to fucking sea. So it's, do you know what I mean? It's not like you're gonna fucking, they're not gonna ferry you back. There's no one's coming to get you. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, so what's the crack? And the captain just said, listen, this is where it's going to old America. I said, oh, shit. Okay. He said, you're going to be on the ocean for a pretty long time, so I'm not going to feed you for nothing. I said, okay. I said, I'll work the steam room. So I worked the steam room. We landed here in America. I knew that Freya was out here. That's my sister, by the way, that we met earlier.
Right.
I knew Freya was out here. I just fucking didn't know where, and I didn't have her fucking letters on me that she sent home, so I didn't have like a fucking return address to get to. Do you know what I mean? I was kind of working off a fucking memory. And then it was stopping in different places. I knew all those places just didn't sound right, or they didn't have the right name. I was kind of like, oh, she'd sent them from maybe a place called Sandy Knees, or do you know what I mean? Like I was working on that, and then we arrived in St. Denis, and I was like, that sounds like it could be the one.
Yeah.
So basically, I knew she was a lawman, so I just basically jumped off and contacted them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, she's a fucking. We know who Freya McIntosh is, but she's not McIntosh anymore. She's Anderson." And I was like, "Oh fucking yeah, of course." And they picked me up from Saint Denis and said, "Oh listen, we got a long ride back to Strawberry." Graham was super happy about it. He was like, he was like, Michael, Mickey, turn it up. That's exactly what I want. And he said it like that in this kind of weird, bitter tone.
Hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with being the quiet type.
Yeah, but we've always been good friends, me and Graham.
Yeah, you sound like good friends.
No, we piss take and we jab at each other, but if there's a guy you want fucking riding for you, do you know what I mean? He's that guy.
Okay, makes sense. So a drunk adventure or misadventure, whatever you want to take it as, brought you over here.
Absolutely. You know, Freya was like, "Oh, did you just plan to come see me with like a surprise?" I was like, "No, fucking accident. Pure accident."
You should have said yes and just played into it.
Oh, she knows when I'm lying. I always blink too fast when I'm lying.
I see. You gotta tell.
Aye, I've got to tell.
Hmm.
That's why you've just got to be fucking cool enough to always tell the truth and just not care. You know what I mean? Like, the outcome is the outcome, really.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's always the best thing.
So I was about to ask what would happen if they found a stowaway, but I guess they put you to work, huh?
Yeah, there's not actually a lot you can do. I mean, I wasn't like a stowaway. Do you know what I mean? You know, it was actually just an accident, and then a few of the crew guys also just vouched and said, "No, we were all playing cards." Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like, "Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm shooting a fucking shit to America. I'm stowing away on board." You know what I mean? When you kind of go up to the captain and go, "Fucking hell, pal, how far out are we?" He goes, "Who do you?" And I say, "Fuck, I fell asleep in a fucking coal pile." You know, it comes off as quite genuine, quite genuine. And when he
True.
goes, "Well, we're 12 hours out. There's no way that we're going back," and you go, "Fuck,"
Hey, sweetie.
you know, that also seems pretty genuine.
Want to see what I can do for you?
He said, "What did you?" I just said, "Oh, as a fisherman." He said, "Aye, right. You look like a big lad. You could probably sort this."
Well, all right. You're gonna miss
All right.
me.
So that's it. Honestly, that's the story. You know, there's nothing crazy. There's no. You know, my dad died.
Right.
But, to be honest, he was a bit of a fucking dick. I don't fucking. I don't really care about that. Freya always, I think, was like fond of him, but I think she's like fond of the memory of somebody, not the actual person they were. You know what I mean? When someone's a bit younger than you and you're a bit older, when you're a
Yeah.
child, I think you kind of remember the good things because you don't really see the things that they are. You know what I mean? But he's a big fucking drinker, that guy, and he was a fucking lawman as well.
He
So
was
funny
lawman
that,
as well.
yeah, kind of took the law into his own hands a few times. That kind of thing.
I see. Why didn't you join in all the law like your family? Just stuck to being a fisherman.
One there. That's just the kind of thing. You know, most young men just become fishermen and then they do something else. You know,
Oh,
he was like the local Bobby. Because it isn't like it's not like you here in there. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a small village, so you only have one guy who is fucking the kind of peacekeeper, you know. And it's not like here where they're all kind of going around in big white fucking hats and everyone's got a gun, right?
right.
It's just kind of like it sounds really weird to explain it out loud, but like it's one pissed up guy who occasionally might have to get like a shotgun out for rabbit hunting or something, and we'll go, "Listen, if you don't fucking stop punching each other up here in the middle of the street, I'm gonna have to shoot somebody." And everyone kind of goes, "Oh no, well, don't want it to be me."
Right.
So, but here it's fucking really dramatic. You know, there's like fucking gunfire and robberies and fucking bank jobs and stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole lot here going on. I've been in some small towns, kind of similar to what you're talking about, with just that one guy that quote
Hmm.
unquote's law. This is different to that, but I've been in a mix of cities and towns, so I'm used to this big dramatic sort of thing.
Was it like was it a big town in Canada that you came from, or was it a small like village or?
Toronto's pretty big,
Hmm.
but yeah, I practically lived on the streets there. I mean, yeah, I had a shelter at the tavern. My parents died, so he was kind of like a father figure to me. But he's one of those hands-off father figures that
Hmm.
he taught me how to survive and he put me to work, but otherwise just let me run off and do my thing. So yeah, it was a mix of getting shelter there, but running around on the streets.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hmm. Hello.
How do you do it?
Find yourselves.
Yeah, not bad. Just
Pretty good.
catching up on our drinking after a day of working.
Yep.
I can understand that. Don't let me interrupt you. I was just going to grab myself a little pot of stew.
Oh,
All right. Love the
excellent stuff.
blue, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I was very hesitant on setting this all up, but I figured the white with the grey and the blue just kind of works together very well.
Yeah, it definitely works. It's a nice little pop of color too.
That was exactly my thought, and I'm glad
Oh yeah,
I did
that.
not have to, detail it. Like sometimes you got to explain a joke or explain anything like that. I'm glad I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, hey, I've got an eye for fashion. I like standing out if you noticed. So
Yeah, I mean, you have a very nice outfit yourself as well. I'm a fan of
Someone feeling a
the
little
pants.
lonesome today?
I
Thank you.
like the design.
did you say
I,
thank you?
did you pick out the pants for her?
Don't you know?
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were talking about my pants. That's a,
I mean, your
my
pants. Don't even
my
get me
mistake.
started. The chaps on them, perfection. And
Perfection. You hear that?
let's not even get started on the beard. Some could say that perhaps you don't really just let it be natural, but I can see the work that you put in to trim it perfectly to get those rounded edges. That's
right.
very hard.
That's right.
Want to see what I can
This
do
man,
for
I
you?
can see he's got an eye for it. He knows. He knows what he's looking for.
Yeah, it
Oh, I
seems
always
like.
know what I'm looking for. Always. Yeah. And the
Well,
outfit,
all right.
when it even
You're gonna
comes
miss
down to
me.
it, you can tell just
Hmm,
by how you put it together.
what am I getting?
You put in a working outfit, right? That
Hmm.
is a working man's outfit. And truthfully, I mean, I got one for myself when I go hunting, but, if I'm going to be in town and I don't plan on getting myself too
Probably need
dirty,
cheese again.
I put on my vest. But besides that, I have my
And a
coat, I have my
couple what?
working
Oh,
outfit.
garlic cups.
And
Okay.
that, sir, is a very fine
So
put
pepperoni,
together outfit.
sausage,
You could herd
and
cattle with
cheese.
that.
Yeah. I mean that was the plan.
Oh, there you go. See, I see it.
What do you do in your this outfit? What do you? What's the thing for this outfit?
Oh, just a bit traveling, telegrams. I go town to town. I'll sell my fish and stuff like that I get when I'm out fishing.
Oh, are
So I
you a
do,
fisherman? So you are.
yeah, I do a bit of fishing and a bit of hunting.
Oh, here we
Just a
go.
bit back and forth. I have a couple of spots with trout and sockeye salmon. It's
Oh,
perfection. They pay very well for it, and it also provides such a succulent fish that it would go to the heavens if you cook it properly. Get a bit of that rendered fat and some butter. Maybe some rosemary and thyme. You have a
oh,
perfect dish right there. Maybe some roasted potatoes with some oregano.
I'm
Perfect.
glad I'm eating stew right now. You're making me hungry.
keep going.
Oh, I can't keep going. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, I'm actually eating some of my stew just because, I'm very hungry.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but yeah, I actually got a couple pieces if you like. I mean, I haven't wrapped up. I've been intending to cook them. I haven't had them too long, so obviously they're not spoiled. But you'd have to cook them sooner rather than later, if you'd like. I mean, you can just have them.
Hey, I could never just take it from you, but we can trade. I've got a bottle of my own milk.
Oh,
You'd
you
like
know
it.
what? You look like a man who produces fine milk, and I would love to have some of your milk.
Well, absolutely. Here's get a bottle of my milk.
Yeah. Let me get one of my fish fillets here for you. There you go. Perfect.
That looks great.
Let me read the label on this. Mickey's milk bottle of milk. You know what? Mickey's name.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure to
Mickey's
meet you,
milk.
Mickey. Your name is Mickey's Milk?
Be a fucking excellent name if it was, but
Yeah.
unfortunately it's not. No.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I'm like, if that's just your name, you were born into a fucking business at that point.
You
Oh,
would basically have to be a milkman after that.
Yeah,
you
at
would,
that
yeah,
point.
you would. Or like if you were called like Mickey Dairy or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it has to. You're a cheese man.
Yeah, exactly.
Mickey
Yeah, of
Cheddar.
course.
What a
Oh,
fucking
yeah. Well,
excellent
no,
name
at
that
that
is.
point, you could be a banker at that point.
A baker,
Oh,
a cheese man, a man
Oh,
of
Mickey
money.
Baker, right there. That's a name. Right fucking there. Mickey Baker.
That's all it is. You'll just see a stream of different things that I call myself now. Mickey Butcher, Mickey Baker.
just put on the hat that goes with the job.
Exactly. Mickey Cheddar is fucking hilarious.
That's perfect.
I'm definitely gonna start calling myself Mickey Cheddar.
You know what? Hold on, sorry. You call yourself Mickey Mantle, and then you can make taxidermy.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's fucking perfect right there. Well, my name's Samuel Hyamson. You can't make anything from that, unfortunately, except myself. I was made from that. But that's really that.
All right, well, it's actually been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Dusty Harley.
Dusty Hurley and
Harley.
Mickey. Harley, right.
Yes.
My apologies.
I am Mickey Cheddar McIntosh.
Mickey Cheddar McIntosh. That's a fine middle name, sir. Fine
Yes,
middle name.
such a fine middle name.
Some people think it's cheesy. I don't.
No, it's aged, truly.
I would say it's mature, if anything.
Mm.
Oh,
Thank you.
Could you call
Thank
it
you.
ripe?
Someone feeling a little lonesome today?
No, I
No.
couldn't. It's not got the essence. It's got the proper essence.
Right, I'm gonna document this, just for my own sake. No, just to know that this did happen.
this did indeed happen. No one was
Right.
on a drunken bender or any of that.
Indeed.
Sometimes I don't know, I get a little bit ahead of myself, but it's good to know that I haven't gotten ahead of myself.
Oh, well, when you see it sprawled across St. Denis, right, and you see Mickey's Cheddar from Mickey's Milk, right, you know,
You need someone to sort you out, honey.
you'll know how far I've come.
Shame.
I can't wait till that day. I'm gonna say I knew him before he was famous. Before the tabloids picked him up, I knew him. When he was just a wee dairy farmer.
I knew him when he was milk, before he was cheddar. You know what I mean? Before he matured.
I knew him before he got pasteurized.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
I knew him from the teat.
The teat, the fucking teat. That's perfect. So how's your day faring for you lot?
Yeah, no, it's going all right. Not
Yeah,
bad.
pretty good. Didn't get robbed today, so that's something.
Well, that's always good.
Yep.
Thankfully, I've managed to avoid that myself for a multitude of times, and I don't know how, but I've managed to avoid it.
You've now jinxed yourself. You're gonna walk out the store and get robbed.
You know what?
Not walk out of it. Give us your stuff.
Oh, oh, see, okay, that's it, that's it. Sorry. To be fair, I don't have much to give. I have your milk. I can give you your milk back if you like.
No, no, no. You can never take your own milk back. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, only your milk is the only one that's palpable.
Good Jesus. People have said that to me.
Oh yeah, you have very palpable milk.
I think the actual word was palatable. But yeah, no, same thing.
Same difference. You know, new words are invented every day.
They are.
True, that's true.
You know, I'm actually wait. I shouldn't think that's a word. I do think that's a word.
It's
I should probably
63.
do a bit more reading now that I think of it.
What are we talking about? Palatable. Palatable's definitely a word.
Palpable is a word as well. I swear to it. Let me check. Hold on. We're gonna.
Yeah, I
we're
didn't, I
gonna...
didn't. I didn't deny you that.
No. I'm trying to figure out what word I use now. I'm gonna try and justify it and make it work to the scenario.
Are you carrying a dictionary around?
Yeah,
That
I
is excellent.
yeah, you have to. Because you know what they do? They take phrases that the Americans say that the English don't say,
Uh-huh.
and they put it in here as well. You know, I've learned howdy and rootin' tootin'.
Oh,
Yeah, you know,
In
howdy stands for how do you do? You know, I
no, you got that one. Got
yeah,
that.
yeah,
yeah.
you know,
To
I
be
was
honest,
driving.
it took some adjusting myself. You know,
Now how would you use rootin' tootin' though?
It's kind of a exclamatory phrase. You know, it's like this is a rootin' tootin' festival. You know, it's like very boisterous. You know,
I see.
something. You know, it can be used in like hyperbolous fashion.
7:20 is estimated time.
Okay.
high purple fashion. What's that?
No, hyperbole. It's like a hyperbole.
Oh yeah, now that you said it twice, I understand what it means. What's hyperbole?
Yeah, you got that
So
dictionary there. What's the definition?
So it's something that is like exaggerated. You know, big, bold. You know, things like that. You know, to
Are you
emphasize something.
describing me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you can say you're a hyperbolic individual. That sounds like you have like the bubonic plague. I'm not
I
gonna
was about
lie.
to say it sounds like you have a
I'm
disease.
hyperbolic.
Yeah, I'm hyperbolic. Walk up to the sheriff's office. Excuse me, sheriff, I'm hyperbolic. They were like, oh god, should you have a mask on?
Fucking put around in me.
Imagine just saying I'm hyperbolic. And then you sneeze and we're like, get the fuck away.
To be honest, if I'm the first one to cause disease, to be honest, when they say in the history books, the first person to catch it was Mickey Cheddar,
Someone feeling
it's going to ruin the whole story. Everyone's just going to laugh. The cheese man.
The cheese man was hyperbolic.
How ironic. Yeah. What a day. No robberies. Well, that was good for Dusty.
Yeah.
I proved an incredible point. I am unrobbable.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
he
Thank
said
you.
it. Said it now.
You said it now, so now you're going to also get robbed.
Get robbed. Oh yeah, fucking for
So
sure.
about that, can I see your hands written out?
Hey, you can see them around your throat.
Oh.
Squeeze the life out your eyes. Where in England are you from?
I'm just south of London, around Camden.
Yeah, I mean I've heard of London. I've not heard of Camden. No, I'm from a small village, so. Do you get to Scotland much?
No, never.
Oh,
What brings you here
To the saloon or to the crossing?
to the crossing?
Oh, by the way, palpable, something that you can touch. So yeah,
Hmm.
palatable is something you taste, palpable, something you touch. Yeah,
Interesting. All right.
yeah, interesting. But anyways, yes, to the crossing. Well, I came to the States a few years back. Did a bit of traveling. Originally, before I even came to the States, I was in the military. I had my fill of that and all the shit that entails. Did some exploring. Found myself nestled up in a small, quaint town. They needed law there. They brought me on. I thought I had ended up with consumption, and so I was counting my days. It turns out that wasn't the case. So I'd uprooted my whole life as it was where I was staying, and so I decided to continue traveling, and I ended up over here.
Oh wow. Ended up over here being a fisherman.
Yeah, for the most part. I was looking for something a little bit more leisurely. When you go from war to traveling to then being a deputy to then thinking you're gonna die. You want some relaxation at that point because it's just kind of it's a lot happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, However, I've actually put in a application myself into the sheriff's office. So I'm waiting for that. And besides that, I've been looking for some security work here and there, and then doing my fishing and hunting in the meantime. I mean, I get by.
hmm. It's so interesting that you say that because I do run a security firm.
Oh, is that so?
Oh yeah,
Need someone to
absolutely.
sort you out,
Which
huh?
one is it?
Mickey's security.
Fuck it. Are
Gonna be a cold
you
night.
taking a
Name.
piss?
No, the name needs a. Listen, sure, the name needs a bit of work. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it needs a little bit of work there.
Needs a bit of pizzazz.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, I've got clientele that need jobs doing pronto. I've got this one girl, right, who is constantly getting robbed, right, and she needs a bodyguard.
Oh, is her name Dusty by chance?
Yeah. I'm very unlucky. I'm apparently flashy enough to be noticed.
Well, yeah, when you're wearing big chains and jewels, yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah. I can't help it though. I like all my jewelry.
Well, I like my vest. Someone sees my vest, they say, "Oh, he's got money." That's why I just make sure I don't carry any.
Well,
Well,
that's it.
this just so happens to happen while I'm, making the money.
Hmm. Yeah, so that is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you? Besides, I'm assuming you lot make milk together, or is it just a Mickey thing? Do you make milk with Mickey?
We we have been known to make milk. You know what I mean, but it's purely work,
Oh, okay.
work related.
No leisure milk.
No leisurely
No,
milk.
just the
No.
work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Um. Well, I mean, listen. If you need an extra hand, I'm more than welcome to. I'm not going to have you pay me to help out a little bit. That's
Don't be ridiculous, right? I need to get Mickey's security name workshop pending. Um,
yeah.
off the ground, right? And
Oh, you're the
I need to
guy.
go with full credentials that this thing's gonna work. Now, if I
Okay.
go and I say, "Listen, I've got a military man with prior experience, right, who can do jobs for you," come on, I'm gonna sound like a right professional.
Is someone feeling a
Yeah,
little
it does sound
lonesome
right.
today?
But if I'm the only one, then that stretches everything a little bit thin, don't you think?
No, I'll find someone else. I'll get you
Yeah.
like I'll get you. We'll call you Colonel, and we'll get you like a little.
Colonel, fucking hell.
We'll get you like a private. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I
Certainly
suppose
know
that
how to
that
make a girl
that
weak at
works
the
for a
knees.
bit.
Captain Sam.
Why, you are too kind,
Well, what's your last name? Because it would have to be it. What's your last name? Sam what?
Williamson.
Captain Himson. Sir. Sir. Of course, sir.
Fuck it hell.
You
If it's
see?
something you're
Doesn't happen.
legitimately trying to do, I would be interested. I am looking for work. But, you know, like I said, if you're taking the piss, I don't mind helping out. You know, I'm, you know, giving up a bit of my time.
Genuinely, it was an idea that you thought up of maybe, 40 minutes ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the way there.
Oh, was it actually?
It was a
Yes.
genuine. I was going, somebody should start a security little firm, right, to protect these people who keep getting robbed while doing their ranching stuff and stuff like that. Which is exactly why I went with Dusty to do some ranch work, right?
Yeah,
Then came
'cause
up with
that's
that
when I got
idea.
robbed.
Exactly. And now you have come here and said it. We
It
just
just-
need a good name.
Yeah, it's all falling into place. He came up with the idea. You showed up.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to think of a name here. We'll see if I help you with a bit of the brainstorming.
It's got to be something that has, that is catchy but meaningful. Something people can relate to and remember the name of. Mercenaries just sounds quite menacing.
Yeah,
That sounds criminal, borderline criminal.
Like you could just pay for us. Do you mean we do anything?
Yeah, no, but see, the thing is, I'm trying to be a sheriff's deputy, right? So, if I say, "Oh, I'm a mercenary," they're gonna
Oh, yeah,
question.
yeah,
No.
they would question that.
I mean, we're
In a
all on the same
heartbeat.
track here. Listen.
Hey, sweetie.
I'm also trying to get myself into law. You know what I mean? So we're all working on the same hymn
Oh,
sheet.
okay, here we go. Mickey's Loss Prevention Services.
It doesn't have to be Mickey's. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Fucking hell. I thought you wanted Mickey in there.
No, I feel like I want to do this. This maybe one is a bit serious. Because if you go, I'm going to run a protection service by a guy named Mickey Cheddar McIntosh, I don't think it would fill you with hope.
Fucking hell.
You'd go, fucking hell. Not only will I lose my stuff, but this guy's also lost his fucking mind.
Okay. Well, all right, let's start with this. Where's it based out of?
Strawberry.
Strawberry, okay. So, where strawberry is more woodsy, right? More, definitely a cooler environment, right? So you can play into that. You can do, okay, we'll work with that.
What's something mythical?
Mythical. I don't know if mythical is the way you want to go. If Mickey is something you're avoiding, I don't know if you want to go anything mythical. You start
but,
talking
like,
about
if you
mythical, you
go-
think dragons.
Well, I think about the fucking Roman times. You know what I mean? Like we go centurion. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I get what you mean. Okay, yeah, I'm getting it. You said you
What's
scored
this?
this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Highlanders, security professionals.
Yeah. Highlander Security Services, HSS.
HSS.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All I could think of was Redwood Protection Company or something like that.
That's
That's
really good
great.
too. That's
That's
really
really
good.
good.
Well, why were you holding that? Were you just gonna sit on that the rest of the time?
I was just sitting here listening to both of you.
We were saying fucking stupid shit, and you had that on your fucking sleeve.
Redwood. Okay.
Redwood
How about
Protection Services is excellent.
yeah? Redwood's pretty good.
Yes, because there are redwoods around there, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to say the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, if you need just a bit of help, you just get one of the
Oh.
redwoods. Do you know what I mean?
Is someone feeling a
Redwood
little
Security
lonesome
Solutions.
Solutions.
Solutions, because you want to be
Services.
you want to be the solution to people's problem.
I mean, they know it's a service. You don't really put services in there, but
Hmm.
Oh,
Security Group Solutions.
Red's Security Solutions.
Solutions. Do I like solutions?
I don't know. Do you?
Does it not just sound a bit weird? Solutions. Do you know what I'm saying? Is it just maybe it's just me talking out my arse? But I'm like, Redwood Security Solutions. It's kind of just feel like it makes it uncool. Solutions.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Redwood Security then.
Redwood's
RWS.
yeah, exactly. Redwood Security. Nothing more, nothing less.
I mean, the company that I sent in a telegram for was called 9 Lives,
Mm.
and they had some phrase about a cat or something like that in the telegram they sent over. So
Wait, 9 lives?
9 Lives, yeah, I think something like that.
When I first came here, I heard tales that this saloon used to be called 9 Lives. Someone else,
Well, actually, I applied for this saloon for security work here, funny enough,
Hmm.
and when it was the 9 Lives, and I heard back, and then it just fell through because I never heard back from anyone. They said, "Oh, we'll be ready around this time." I sent them the telegram, came over, no one was here, no one responded to my telegrams, no one was around.
Hmm.
So I just ended up saying, "Fuck it."
Mm. Mm. But now look at you.
yeah, now look at you.
3 people deep. Clientele already.
Yeah, co-founder of Redwood Security.
Oh, just that's it. Just cut yourself in. No problems.
Yeah, it's fine.
He is helping out, right?
Yeah, I just thought it was more like a employee basis, you know. But it's fine if Captain Hyman wants to do that. So no problem.
Oh my, I'd love to get a better look at you.
He's in on the ground floor brainstorming and coming up with names and everything else. I mean, you gotta give him something, right?
I don't know. You come up with the fucking name. I feel like if that means we have to cut you in.
Yeah, it's a 3-way partnership.
Well, now that everyone's
I
cut
mean-
in, we've completely lost all basis. I've no longer got employees. I've got partners, and you're no longer a client. You're just a friend who's in need of fucking help.
Well, a client could be in, a partner could need the services of their own business. I mean, why would they have a business if they didn't need it to begin with?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
but
That's
you know,
true.
would you really charge that person who's already part of the company, or?
Well, no, because they already have invested time and themselves to building the business, which you're doing right now.
Yeah.
So you're paying your dues in the effort that you're putting towards everything.
Yeah.
You're paying into the business to make it a success further down the line. Do you know what I mean? Like your payments to
Someone feeling a
Redwood
little
Security,
lonesome today?
right, is going to pay for more people for us to be able to fund more security down the line. You know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So there you go.
Okay. So a 3-way partnership.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Dusty.
I'm thinking about it, but like I said, I have my other business ventures.
It's true. We don't want to cause any problems for you.
Yeah.
Well, your other business ventures gonna have a problem with you starting something for yourself, or is there other stuff that you started on your own?
I have business partners helping me with another business, in Strawberry. There's no bar there, which is a shame. So I want to open one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Which me
Oh my,
and
I'd
Sam
love to get
will
a
be
better
able
look
to
at you.
provide security for when the
There you
time
go.
comes.
Wanna see
That
what
is
I can
true.
do for ya.
And you know what? You save money if you're invested in the business.
Yeah, if you are like you're an early investor, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So you're gonna get premium security.
There
Yeah,
we
you get
go.
security with designer weapons.
Yeah. You're gonna get the people who are in like fucking suits and their guns have all had fucking work done. You know what I mean? That's the level of
Yeah.
security you're getting. They're gonna start using fucking code names and stuff.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, like Ocelot and Sphinx and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, some crazy call signs.
Yeah.
Hawkeye and
Yeah.
Cheddar Man.
You're gonna have
Cheddar Man.
yeah, Cheddar Man. And you know, Cheddar Man's gonna dress up in all yellow and blend in with the civilian population.
Oh, my call sign would have to be the big cheese.
The big
Surely.
Big cheese.
Surely it has to be that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and that's exactly it, right? And then when me and Sam are sitting at the top, you know what I mean, captains, generals, we'll have a bunch of privates who go around and do the shitty jobs.
Well, we have to take our privates to the shitty job.
No, that's what privates are for.
Yeah.
We'll send our
Privates have to
unwashed
do the shit
privates-
work.
Yeah, unwashed privates to the shitty jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie. Is someone feeling a little
The privates aren't
today?
fit for the fancy.
No.
Well, all right. You're gonna miss me.
You want a more clean member who's going to the upper class areas.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you want.
100%. None of those dirty privates are upper class.
No, not Davey. You want an upper class member,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, a distinguished member, truly.
one that stands at
Quite
attention.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, we've got it all figured out.
100%. If jokes aside, if it's something that you actually want to do, I don't mind helping out. You know, gives me something to do and something to, you know, put my time towards.
Well, I think so because we actually have a long wait time in response to the lore office. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of my inside scoop.
Oh yeah. Have you put in something as well?
I haven't even put it in yet. That's the thing. I've not been here. You know, my sister is sheriff. Her husband is under sheriff. So
Okay.
you know, it's like I just know the kind of requirements and what's intended. You know what I mean? I don't think I've been here long enough just yet to drop that in. You know?
You gotta get your
Yeah,
feet
fair
wet.
enough.
Exactly. You kind of got to get a little bit known. You know what I mean? Better if people know your face. That
And
kind of thing.
what better way than doing this whole security business?
The thing is, you got to do it right? Because it takes one step out of line, and all of a sudden you got the sheriff's office breathing down your neck for something wrong.
Oh yeah, it's not a vigilante thing. It's a
No.
we are a response to an action team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Someone is posing a threat. There is a threat. We can then neutralize said threat.
Until the law gets there to
Exactly. We will.
Yeah.
We can apprehend, and then we call the law and allow them to do their job. Because you know, most of the times it would be more of like a. Hopefully, this is what I'm thinking. More of a telling people to piss off, and the threat of more people being there is the security, than actually having to fucking firefight people or the
Yeah,
numbers
yeah.
game.
Yeah, 100%. Our
No.
words go a long way.
Exactly. I'm 100% behind this idea.
Yeah, well, if
Well, I'm glad I gave you the idea.
There you go.
And you know what? Because you gave me the idea, Dusty, I won't charge you for keeping you safe this time.
Oh, this time.
Oh,
this
well, no, thank you.
You need someone to
Next
sort you
time,
out.
no promises.
But
Hey.
you've seen it first. You've seen it firsthand. You know what I mean, you've seen it firsthand now. How blissful
You're one of the few to
your
refuse
experience
me.
was down at McLean's.
Yes, of course. I can get myself or I can give you a good review for any of your potential clientele.
Oh, absolutely.
And you did technically pay yourself by
like to
doing a
make
job
more
right
money.
alongside me, so
There you go.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
all right.
So it wasn't free. You actually got paid this time around. That's great.
Yeah, there you go. It was pretty easy. As you said.
Mm-hmm.
Does someone Someone feeling a little
One
lonesome today?
successful mission done for the old Redwood security.
Yeah, there you go.
100 more to go.
Shame.
Thousands more,
Girls like
thousands
me
more.
ain't hard to come
Thousands,
by, don't you
thousands
know?
more to go.
Well, there's plenty of businesses out there I'd probably be interested in doing all that.
Aye, once you build up like a trustworthy reputation and you're not like troublemakers, but you can handle, I'm sure we'll get people knocking all over the door.
Yeah.
100%. You know, I should probably get your telegram if this is going to be the case.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Give us a second. You know, keeping dictionary and a notebook in my pocket, it gets very bulky, you know.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But you know what? I could take a bullet there, right? If I get shot in the side, done. Right there. I'm protected.
Just protection on that one side.
Just the one side. Just the one side.
Every time someone starts shooting, he just turns.
Yeah,
turns
just-
to that side.
Yeah,
and
just turn to
can
that
only
side.
can only run that way.
Yeah, I got to run
That's the safe
sideways,
side.
and then if anytime I expose myself, I have to shoot someone. I do it with the hip first. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Macintosh.
Mine is LQ, like Lover Queen 676. Dusty, have you got this?
I do not have. Say that again. Say your telegram again.
Did I just say it? Hello?
No, you said it to me, but you didn't say it again.
I
Oh, go on. Get your book out.
yeah.
Tell
here
me
we
when
go.
you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, LQ, Lover Queen 676.
All right, got it.
And
All
your
right,
telegram,
Samuel.
Dusty. Oh yeah. Actually, I'll give my notes. Right, so it's gonna be Xenolith Filibuster 439. That's Xenolith XF 439.
You couldn't have just stuck with xylophone like everyone else has.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you
I
can say X-ray or fucking something
no,
crazy.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be a simpleton, right?
I was so focused on the first one, I didn't even get the second one. What did you
Yeah.
say? It's Buster?
It's Xenolith Filibuster 439. So XF
Fucking
439.
jeez.
Yeah, I gotta use a big
See,
hyperbolic word.
See, I thought filibuster was spelled with a PH, so I was a little confused until you.
No. Filibuster F, XF.
Fucking Philistine. I should probably get Dusty.
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 All right. It's Sexy X-Ray 813.
How awkward do you feel after saying sexy? Because I could hear it in your voice that you
Yeah,
nearly
I was about to say the
crumpled.
same thing. Sexy Xenolith X1 6
Fucking
813.
sexy X-ray.
Yeah,
Sexy
exactly.
X-ray. What's a sexy X-ray look like? Please.
Someone posed in a sexy way while they're getting an X-ray. Yeah.
The bones look very nice. Very.
It's just two people merged together on one X-ray. Do you know what I mean? That's what it
I've
is.
seen that. I've seen that at one of the shows. You ever see those
Have you?
traveling shows? Yeah, you get the people that are conjoined.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess I've seen very sexy.
Yeah, I mean,
Apparently.
I've conjoined with a few women myself.
Oh yeah,
Never an X-ray
yeah.
form.
I've conjoined with a few people.
Hey, good for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, congratulations to you as well. You know, I think we both deserve a little pat on the back.
Yeah,
You know-
pat yourselves on the back.
A man who makes milk.
Yeah, should be conjoining himself with others. Dusty, how do you spell your last name?
Harley.
Dusty Harley.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
Fucking weird land. Is your actual name? Is your actual name Dusty? Or is that like just what the thing people call you?
That's my actual name.
That's
Who-
fucking crazy. That's crazy. He said, "Is that?"
Is that like your street name?
Which street name?
Not like you are a whore. Like you were raised on the street, as you told me earlier.
Yeah, I was raised on the street, but I have
This is
also
crazy.
what
I'm gonna watch this. Hold on, let me get my cigarette. Please give me a second. I just want to.
I have
enjoy
worked
this.
cat houses too, though. So
Who knew
Oh.
you could dig a fucking hole on a wooden floor? That is
Yeah,
fucking
who
crazy.
knew? That's fucking
yeah,
crazy.
without a shovel too. Just
With your mouth. Excellent.
Listen,
What is
listen.
your fucking street name? It's fuck
What's your street name? Mickey Cheddar.
Mickey Jenner.
I give a lot of cream with my cheese.
oh no.
Oh god, I've got to ask more people that. What's your fucking street name? Oh,
They,
fucking Jesus Christ.
they call me the Jaime.
Oh no.
Captain Jaime.
There you go.
Sort you out, honey.
Miss Dusty.
Yeah.
And Captain Cheddar.
You know, this sounds like I'm reading like what was it, an erotic novel?
It's like a shit novel.
Yeah.
Miss Dusty, my name's Captain Cheddar.
Well, I asked her street name. The rest was history.
That cheese brought a lot of wealth to this family, generational wealth. Fucking hell.
Hey,
When I said she was mature, I wasn't talking the cheese.
Oh no.
Fucking hell. Hello, Deputy.
The
Good
Oh, yeah,
yourself.
Hello.
We're doing really good.
How's your day been going for you?
Well, it just started, so good so far.
Oh, it's great. Great to hear. I know I seen with another deputy not too long ago went up to Coulter because he said there was something going on up there.
Yeah, apparently someone reported a Yeti, so there
Oh,
you go.
fucking hell. Like
Yeah.
big monkey Yeti.
Well, that's yeah, apparently.
What
Oh,
is with all the Yeti stuff? I saw a flyer about Yetis and wanting to find Yetis, and the tour that I took the Frontier, people were trying to find Yetis during that tour. What is going on?
Yeah.
Are they real?
Well, that I don't know, but there is some man who's advertising for like Yeti hunts and trying to get people to take some kind of expedition to go find Yeti. So I don't know if that's part of his gimmick that he's just reporting Yetis being sighted or something, but they went to go take a look at it, I guess.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he didn't seem too happy. He's like, now I gotta. I don't know how I'm gonna get up there. It's gonna be cold. And I said, you're gonna get a big fur coat.
Yeah. I mean, that'll work.
You just got to be careful with big fur coats if he's going to check out some crazy person's claims of Yetis.
That is
Yeah,
true. Yeah, you don't
they
want
might
to
get hunted.
thinking you're a Yeti. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Girls
I
like
might
me
have.
ain't easy to come
I
by,
like to
don't you
report
know?
myself. I might have
You
just gotten the
just, you
deputy
just sent a
killed.
man to his death.
Yeah, I did.
My
I gave him a
goodness.
very bad suggestion. I didn't even realize.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I shouldn't say that. I hope that he has enough common sense to, not be parading around in a fur coat. But
What if he does a big fur coat and a big fur hat? He's done for.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the smartest thing when you're getting reports of Yeti. So hopefully he
Yeah,
took that into
yeah.
consideration.
Someone feeling
They're gonna think he caught a Yeti and they're gonna have him tied up on the back of a horse. Bring him through the town.
Good lord.
Mm.
What was your name, deputy?
Oh, I'm Sheriff Liam Connolly.
Sheriff Liam. Oh, wait, he's Sheriff of Rhodes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Well, there was a different sheriff before, wasn't there?
There was a Sheriff Keppel.
Yeah.
She retired. Oh gosh, about a month and a half ago, I want to say.
Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you, Sheriff.
Yeah, good to meet you as well. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Samuel Hyamson.
Hyacinth?
No, Hyamson.
Hyamson. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, good to meet you.
Pleasure.
Yeah. If you all ever need anything, don't hesitate to stop by the office. We'll get you squared away as best we can.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get you my patrol, but if you all see anything, send a tip in. We'll get it investigated. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
stay
absolutely.
safe. Good
All
luck.
right. Have a good one now.
Well, with that, I think I'm going to
Yes, it is time for me to sleep.
yeah.
Am I riding back to Strawberry?
I probably won't. I'm probably just gonna place a crash here.
Sure. I'm also gonna do that. I reckon I can just ride back when I way back up.
All right.
Always a pleasure to meet you both. I look forward
Likewise.
to hearing from you soon. If you wanna start what's the word? Putting things on paper sometime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. McIntosh, you just let me know and I can make time for that.
Yeah. Sounds like
what,
you got a lot of meetings to get to soon.
Yeah, it seems like it. When are you normally about?
About this time and maybe like 4 or 5 hours just before here.
Yeah, all right, perfectly fine with me.
No, I feel like we might have a good time to work together. You know.
More than enough. But
Mhm.
I'll leave you a lot to it. You know, sleep well.
Absolutely. Right.
So nice to meet both you.
Absolutely. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know?
I was not expecting that roleplay. I was literally trying to just jump on to check telegrams, and we got roped up in all that. Oh god, this is gonna bite Dusty in the ass. But anyways, I'm off for now.